system. What is the target system and why we are having the source systems now? So this target system is also called as the data warehouse. So the data warehouse is also a database only. Only difference is that here in data warehouse you will be having bulk amount of data, and the data warehouse system will be used for analysis, okay, which means OLAP system. OLAP stands for online analytical processing. So analytical means you are going to query this system. Querying is nothing but writing some queries or statements to get the data. If you want to get the data from SQL Server, you are writing SQL statement. Similarly, if you want to get the data from the data warehouse, you need to write the data warehouse related statements. As even this is a database only, even this will be a format. So let us think, this is Oracle format. Okay, my warehouse is a Oracle format. So now what I'm going to hold in this now, I'll be having all US data, India data and UK data, but all the data will be available in Oracle format only. But how this is going to be done now? So this is done using ETL tools. In ETL, there are three processors. The first process is extract. So extract is nothing but pull the data from the source system. Then the next process is transform. Transform means converting from one format to other, and even it is having some other functionalities also. We'll discuss that within a few minutes. And finally, the third process is loading. So loading means inserting the data. So there are many ETL tools. So one among them is Informatica, which is a famous ETL tool. Informatica is actually the organization name. Okay, Informatica Corporation is the organization name, whereas the exact tool name is Informatica Power Center. Okay, is the ETL tool name. Okay, so famously known as Informatica. Okay, or even it can be any other technologies like data stage, ab initio, anything it can be. Okay, so now what these ETL tools are going to do now? So let us think. First, we are going with the SQL Server. The first process is extract. Extract means
Rajesh, I have a question.
yeah. Go
Hello.
ahead, tell me.
Rajesh,
Yeah,
I
go
have
ahead.
a question like that is Informatica Power Center, right? Like a Power Center repositories and Power Center, they both are different or how it is?
Power Center repository and
Power Center repositories and Power Center, they both are different or they both are not one and the same, or because like
no.
they're telling Power Center 9.6.1 and Power Center repositories, so because like they are installing two when we are requesting for the software, so that is the reason I'm just asking you.
Okay. So here Informatica Power Center means it is combination of repository, designer, workflow manager and monitor. Okay, so 4 clients you will be having in Informatica. Okay, so it is combination of 4 client tools. Okay,
Okay, suppose
there
if
will
we
be 4
install
different clients.
9.6.1, it is not going to get installed with the 4 clients like workflow manager, data flow manager, and as well as repositories and Power Center client.
Okay, so here in Informatica you will be installing 2 softwares. Okay, one is server, other is client. Okay, in server you will be getting Informatica server, which is also called as integration server, and a repository server. Okay, so both the servers you will be able to configure. Okay, for that you need to install the server. Whereas if you want to work with the tool, you need to even install the clients. Okay, so there will be 4 different clients again. Okay, so I will show you. Okay, I will show you, but it's not related to us actually. Okay, so here on my system even you can find Informatica. So here if you observe, you are able to see a server, a client. Okay, in the clients if you observe, you are able to see Power Center client. In that you are able to see Informatica Center repository manager. Okay, so which is used to manage a repository. Okay, repository means the location where you are going to install the Informatica software. Okay, and also all the mappings or the ETL code that which is developed in the Informatica. Okay, okay.
Lakshmi,
So
repository is nothing but a storing place.
yes,
Yes, yeah. Repository is nothing but a storing place. But I have only one question is like when we are accessing the backend database as PL SQL, then what we are storing in repository?
In
All
repository, the
mappings.
code will be stored. Yeah,
Yeah, the
that is
code
nothing
will
but the
be
code. It's
saved.
nothing
Yeah.
but the mapping or ETL code.
Database will be in other server. You will be having a particular server for Informatica.
So
That is
here,
for,
when
I mean,
installing Informatica,
Informatica
okay,
repository.
I think it's going into Informatica. Anyway, not an issue. So here, you can install server on one machine, clients on another machine. Server can be installed on Linux machines also, whereas client, it will be generally Windows machine only. Okay.
Windows.
So both can be installed on different machines. Okay.
Okay.
So Power Center is nothing but only one product. Okay. Power Center means combination of all the 4 clients and server. Okay. Power Center is nothing but the software name. Okay. Informatica Power Center is the software name. Okay.
Okay.
So now let us go ahead with the with our topic. Okay. So now using the ETL tools, the first process that which is going to be done is extract. Extract means pull the data or take the data from the source system, okay, into the ETL tools. Okay, you will be taking the data into the ETL tools, either that can be Informatica or any other tool like DataStage, Ab Initio, anything that can be. Okay, so you are going to extract the data into the Informatica tools, and in that, after you are having the data into the Informatica, we are going to transform the data. Why we are going to transform now? Because if I want to load this data into my warehouse is in Oracle format. I cannot load SQL Server data into Oracle. Okay, I need to convert the data. So that data conversion is done using transform process, which is also called as transformation. Okay, in Informatica there are different transformations which are used to transform the data from one format to other format. Okay, so now SQL Server data is converted into Oracle, which is the transform process. After that, the third process will start, which is loading. So where you want to load it? Here I am going to load into the warehouse. Okay, so loading is nothing but inserting the data. Okay, inserting the data. So now the US data will be now loaded into the warehouse in Oracle format. Okay, so now US data is loaded. After US data is loaded, now the next load we shall start, which is nothing but Oracle database. Already I'm having Oracle system here. Even my target is also Oracle. So what I can do is I can extract, which is nothing but pull the data. Now, do I need to convert the data from Oracle to another format? So the answer is no. I do not need to convert any data. So here directly we can go with simple pass transformations and then load the data into the warehouse. Okay, so directly I can load it. But here let us think you are having some scenario like, yeah, Lakshmi, tell me, are you asking anything? Hello?
Yeah, is it the job is it the job in included in ETL process is included in OBIE thing also, or
No.
like this is out of topic, or I didn't get it because
Yeah,
like
I'm going to
so we
explain it,
will be
Lakshmi.
doing.
No need to worry. Okay, so now I am going to show you where exactly you are going to use the OBA. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we have
Yeah.
just now started the session. Okay.
Okay.
So now, so here as already my source system is in Oracle format, I don't need to convert the data. So using simple pass transformations, directly I can load the data in Oracle format only, which means whatever the data is available here, directly I'm loading in the similar format. But let me assume I'm having some more criteria here. Let us assume we are having a table, okay, like a customer table. In customer table, we are having customer first name, customer last name. Okay, some columns are available, but there is no column like customer name in my India source system. But in my warehouse, I even want additional column which is customer name. So customer name, I can get that data using concatenation operator. So even those concatenations or any other expressions, or which is nothing but adding new columns, okay, which is also called as adding new columns. You can add the columns, or if you want, even you can discard the columns also. Means, so let me think, I only want customer first name, I do not want last name, then only I can load the first name into the warehouse. Even That process also you can do using the transformations. Okay. So now you can load along with the additional column, or even you can reduce columns. So columns in Informatica, they are called as ports. Okay, they are called as ports. Okay, I'll be even providing some Informatica basic sessions, but not session directly. They will be recorded sessions. Okay, I'll be providing around 7 sessions for you. Okay, so that you can work with Informatica. But strictly Informatica is not in our course. Okay, our course is OBAW. Okay, so now let us discuss the final system, which is flat file. So flat file loading is similar to the first source, which is SQL, because my target system and my source system are different formats. So which means first I need to extract the data. After data is extracted, we are going to transform the data into the required format using the transformations. After the transformation is done into the Oracle using Informatica, we are going to load the data into the warehouse. Into the warehouse in Oracle format, which means now I'll be having the data here, US data, India data, UK data. All these 3 source systems data we will be having in Oracle format. Okay. So now I'm having all the data. As all the data is available in Oracle format, what I can do is directly I can write a Oracle statement and get the data from the 3 source systems at a time. But here, as a Oracle developer or a DBA, you can write the Oracle statement, but we cannot expect that the business analyst or any top level management people will be having the data warehouse related knowledge, like either that can be Oracle or SQL Server. Okay, so how they can see the data now? So for those people, we are having some tools which are called as reporting tools. The reporting tool will be available here. Reporting tools, and here we are going to discuss about OBAW, which is Oracle Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition. Okay, the name itself it is indicating it is a product of Oracle Corporation. Okay, so now where is the data? The data is not available in the reporting tools. The data is available in the warehouse, which means the reporting tool should connect to the warehouse and it should pick the data from the warehouse and it will show in the reporting tool. So we will see that in a few minutes. So in this warehouse, what we are going to have? In this warehouse, we are going to have all business data till last ETL load. So what is meant by last ETL load now? So here, let us think, we are having a ETL process, and the ETL process is a weekly process. Okay, every week, Saturday, I am going to start the weekend load. Okay, so every Saturday, my source data will be loaded into the warehouse. So now, which means in this warehouse, what data I'll be having? I'll be having all the data when my business has started till that time to till the Thursday, till the last Saturday. Okay, I'll be having the data still last Saturday, but not the current week data. Means no Sunday, no Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and current day data also will be not available. So when the data will come here, current week data. Current week data will come only in the next ETL load, which means this ETL process can be weekly also. Okay, it's not that always whenever a record is inserted into the source system, directly it will be available in the warehouse. Okay, it is not like that. Okay, so why that type of format is available now? So here in the data warehouse, you will be having a bulk amount of data. In the bulk amount of data, if you want to write any Oracle queries and get the data from the source systems, if you are having more number of tables, then it means that more number of joins. Okay, more number of tables means more number of joins. So if you are having more number of joins, if you want to see the data, the performance will be low. So due to that, the data warehouse system will be denormalized. Okay, it will be denormal, which means less number of tables will be available in the warehouse. Whereas in these systems are also called as OLTP systems. OLTP stands for online transactional processing. The name itself it is indicating transactional processing, which means the day-to-day transactions are recorded or inserted into these systems. So here, every transaction you can find in this OLTP system, which means you will be inserting the data. Okay, every day you will be inserting the data. So if you want to insert the data, you will be having normalized structures. Normalized structures means more number of tables. So which means in the source systems you will be having more number of tables, whereas in the warehouse or in OLAP system you will be having less number of tables, which means less number of joins. Okay, so now how my reporting tool will connect to this OLAP system and how it can display the data here. So in reporting tools, which is nothing but our OBAW. So here we are having two components. One is the analytics, and also it is called as answers. Okay, even it can be called as answers. So which is used for creating reports. So let me create a sample report here. So here you are able to see the browser tool. So this is called as analytics. Okay, so this is called as analytics. So here we will be having our credentials. We need to provide the credentials and sign on. Then let me create a report. Click on new, select analysis. We'll discuss about this. Okay, so here we are having a RPD. Okay, even here we will be having a RPD. RPD is called as repository. So let me create a sample report. So now I want to see year-wise total sales. Okay, year-wise total sales. Okay, in the fact table I am able to see total sales column. In the periods I am able to see year column. So let me take a year column. Let me take a total sales. Now if I want to display year-wise total sales, I can click on results. So let the data pop up. So now I am able to see the data here. So in 1998 year, this is the total sales value. 1999, this is the total sales value. So here if you observe, I am displaying the data here. But where is this data available? This data is available in my database. Okay, it is available in the database, which means here we are having the data. Using my reporting tool, I am connecting to the database and I am displaying the data in the reporting tool. But I did not write any Oracle statements. Okay, without writing Oracle statements, I am able to display the data. So how it is possible now? So here if you observe, I am selecting the calendar year and total sales column. So these are available under the subject area. Okay, here you are able to see something called as presentation underscore 6:30 p.m. So who is going to configure this now? So this work is configured using a tool which is called as Oracle BI administration tool. Okay, so let me log into the administration tool. So provide the credentials. We'll discuss about these also. Okay, so now if you observe, I'm able to see the third layer. Okay, there are three layers here: physical layer, BMM layer, presentation layer. Here if you observe, presentation underscore 6:30 p.m. and I'm able to see some tables. Okay, so the same table that which I am able to see in the presentation layer, if you observe, the same tables I am able to see even here. Okay, channels is the first table, then facts, periods, products, and so on. Okay, so which means if you want to use any column in the analytics or the answers, first you need to configure this repository. Okay, whatever the screen that which you are able to see with the three layers, this is called as repository. Okay, so now without creating repository, we cannot do reporting. Okay, so which means here we are having a analytics screen which is used to create the reports, but before creating the reports, we need to configure RPD. Okay, RPD is configured using admin tool, or even it can be called as administration tool. Okay, so create RPD. Okay, so now even in the real time there will be two types of jobs. Okay, a person can work on administration tool, a person can work on analytics. So let us think a person is working on analytics, which means the browser environment. So he can be called as a report developer. Okay, report developer. And if a person is working on RPD, then he is called as RPD developer. Okay, RPD means repository. Okay, so RPD is not having any extension. Okay, so it's not any abbreviation. It is only a extension. Like our text files will be having .txt. Similar manner, RPD means repository file. If you want to see all the existing repositories in the location, so let me browse and show you. So do not worry about the location as of now. So I'm going to show you the location. So repository, okay, under the repository folder, we are able to see there are different repositories are available. Okay, so these RPDs we are going to configure. Okay, so as a RPD developer, the RPD file will be developed. After the RPD file is developed, you need to load that RPD into the server. Okay, so that you can create reports using that RPD. Okay, so here our technology we are going to discuss here. Okay, not the ETL. Okay, ETL is a different job here. Okay. So before going ahead, please ping me in the chat box or unmute yourself and ask me. Snigdha and Lakshmi, are you having any doubts still here? Where exactly OBIE is going to function?
Yeah, Rajesh. One thing is which one we should start first? RPD as a RPD developer or analytics developer? Which will be good?
So here, generally OBI job is it will be both. Okay, even it will be both also. Okay. So
Okay.
at that time you will be able to see some job profile like OBIE consultant. Okay, OBI consultant means it can be
Both.
only RPD, it can be only reporting, or it can be combination of both. Okay.
Okay.
But generally preferred is RPD and basic reports, not entirely into the reporting side. Okay, only basic reports. Okay.
Okay.
Because we are having one more technology which is called as BA Publisher. I hope you might be aware of this. So this BA Publisher, I'll be providing one session recording. Okay, so BA Publisher can be installed along with OBIE or alone BA Publisher also you can install. So however, BA Publisher also will come integrated with OBA. Okay, if you want to use BA Publisher, even you can use it because OBIE is a fusion middleware software. Okay.
So it is a fully developing like a report development tool. It is nothing but.
Yeah, BA Publisher is a report development tool only. Okay. So
Okay.
however, I'll be providing one recording also.
But about this analytics, how can in this analytics also we create the cubes and we do everything like dimensions, like we separate the dimensions, fact tables and everything, or like only we create reports on the analytics what they have developed. Developers developed the this thing. How it is?
RPD. So after the RPD is developed, you are going to develop the reports. Okay. So if you are developing the reports, so let us think even you are having some BA Publisher knowledge. If you want to provide any pixel formatting or any integrations, even you can do that using BA Publisher. If you are not aware of BA Publisher, then directly the reporting part will be given to the BA Publisher team. Okay, only you will be creating the RPD. Okay.
No, for OBI consultants, usually what kind of work we will be doing? Like we develop the analytics and create the reports.
So generally it will be RPD development. Okay, RPD development. Okay.
RPD development. So backend will be only PL SQL or like any other technology?
It can be any source. It can be any source. Okay, so here if you observe, I did not provide only Oracle. It can be SQL Server. It can be flat file. Flat file means it can be Excel. So in our session, even we'll be having one topic. Okay, one session will be how to create report using Excel. Okay, here if you observe, you are able to see some Excel related RPDs. Okay, even we'll be creating one Excel related source also. Okay, so we'll be having a Excel file, and from that Excel file we are going to create reports. Okay. Okay. So shall I start with the history of OBIE, or are there any other doubts in this?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. So now, whose product is this OBIE and when it has begun? So in the year 1998, there was an organization with the name Enquirient Systems. Okay. So these Enquirient Systems, people have started developing the configuration files, which are called as NQS config. Okay, NQS stands for Enquirient Systems. So the configuration files were developed by the Enquirient Systems people, but they did not build the tool entirely. Okay. And after they built this file, in the year 2000, those configuration files were handed over to Siebel Corporation. Okay. Siebel Corporation has released a product which is called as Siebel Analytics. Okay. So Siebel Analytics is nothing but the first version of OBA, but it was not called as OBA. It was called as Siebel Analytics. Okay. And it was in the year 2000. After that, in the year 2006, Oracle Corporation has purchased the Siebel Analytics. So only Siebel Analytics they have purchased. Okay. Even now we are having Siebel Corporation. Okay. Siebel Corporation is having many other products like Siebel EAI, Siebel Scripting, Siebel CRM. There are many other products, but only Siebel Analytics they have sold it to Oracle Corporation, and Oracle Corporation has renamed that version to OBIE, and the version was OBIE 10G. Okay. OBIE 10G, it is a lot of flavor of Siebel. Okay, you can find lot of flavor of Siebel. Okay, and after that, in the year 2010, same Oracle Corporation has released one more version, which is OBIE 11G, and it is Oracle flavor. And now, what is the difference between 10G and 11G? So 10G, if you want to work with the 10G, even if you are having 1 GB RAM machine, you can work with 1 GB RAM. But if you want to work with 11G, you need to have 4 GB RAM. So why that much drastic difference means? In OBIE 10G, there was a server, IIS server, which is used for communication. Whereas in 11G, they are having their own server. Okay, in 11G, they are integrated with WebLogic server. Okay, which is also called as WLS or WebLogic. Okay, WebLogic server is available in OBIE 11G, and WebLogic server is a very bulk server. Okay, and it is used to manage around 42 servers. Okay, this is the parent server, and depending on that parent, there are around 42 servers which are dependent of it. Okay. So even OBIE 11G is a fusion middleware. Fusion middleware means even there are some other softwares that which can be installed along with this OBIE 11G. Okay, like you are having Microsoft Office. If you are installing Microsoft Office, you are going to get MS Word, then Excel, PowerPoint, Access, like that. Okay, similarly even with OBIE 11G, you can integrate it with many other products. Okay, so that is with 11G, not with the 10G. Okay, due to that only. Yes, Nigna, I didn't understand what you mean.
No, I just replied to Lakshmi.
Okay. So here, WebLogic server is alone a different course. Okay, if you want to see even WebLogic server, there is a different person who is going to manage this. Okay, he's called as WebLogic administrator. Okay. Okay. So the course is called as WebLogic administration. Okay, so only managing the server itself is a different course. Okay, so we are restricted for OBIE. Okay, so however, whether you are learning 11G or 10G, in 10G means you will be having very less functionalities. Whatever you can do in 11G, all the functions even you can do in 10G also. Okay, so now recommended RAM for installation is 4 GB RAM. Okay, so are there any doubts in this? So materials, I'll be even providing this material also. Okay, some Siebel Analytics material also I'll be forwarding to you. So 10G is not required. If you wish, even I can forward material also.
And how we will practice all this? I mean, RPD.
So we will be having software installed on your machines. Okay.
Okay.
So this Oracle thing, like, see, I don't have any Oracle basic idea. So then, how can I able to practice all this kind of stuff? Like
Okay.
in the coaching,
So,
we can.
So you are not having Oracle knowledge, Lakshmi?
No, I was working as a Microsoft BI developer, so I don't
Okay,
have.
not a problem. Okay, I'll be providing around 13 sessions. I hope I'm having some Oracle recordings. Okay. So because I've been into the training around 6 years, right? Even I have seen that some people are not having some knowledge of databases. So for those people, I'll be even providing Oracle materials also. Okay. So Oracle materials means recordings are available for basic sessions and in-depth SQL and PLSQL. Okay.
Okay.
Are there any other doubts?
I have idea on no, I have idea on SQL and PLSQL, but I don't have idea on Oracle or anything.
Oracle is nothing but, so SQL is also called as Oracle.
Yeah, because
so
like
it is
you
called
know,
as Oracle.
I recently worked with the PLSQL part like
So
as a
here if you
data
have the,
analyst. Yeah, in that like
here if
they just you know, I just worked on PLSQL server. Yeah.
yeah. So here you are able to see SQL, but here if you observe Oracle database, okay.
Yes,
So
11.
SQL means it is not a SQL server, okay. SQL means structured query language, okay.
Yes.
Structured query language, okay. SQL is again it will come into the Microsoft related database, okay. Microsoft SQL Server, okay. So I will be providing material for that to practice also, okay. Not SQL Server. I'm saying about the Oracle, okay.
So
And
you
for
might
installation,
be, so you might be installing that 11G, you know, Oracle 11G, and then according to, you know, including with that PLSQL server and everything, or no?
PLSQL Server. So you can directly turn on the PLSQL, okay. So I think you will be setting something like set echo off, okay.
Okay.
So here, if you want to work with OBA OBIE will be installed on a database. Like let us think, you are even if you want to install even Informatica, you need to first have a database. Okay, without database, you cannot install a
Yes.
ETL tool. You cannot install a reporting tool. Okay?
Yeah, we might be
However,
having some AdventureWorks, right? So we can just
yes,
download that AdventureWorks database and just directly we can interact with that, I guess.
yeah. So directly you will be having even SQL Plus also along with OBI. Even you are going to get SQL Plus. Okay, you can practice on that. Okay. So for installation, can you please ping me your operating systems along with the RAM? RAM and other, whether it is 32-bit or 64-bit.
Mine is 32-bit actually. Yeah.
Okay. So 32-bit operating system. Okay. Operating system, is it Windows 8 or 7?
Windows 7.
Windows 7. Windows 7, is it a home version?
Yeah,
Means
it's a
home
home
premium.
version. No, it's
Home
a home
version
version.
means
It's a home.
home version means I can't guarantee whether it is a possible installation, because sometimes it might stuck. Okay. However, Oracle can be installed. Okay. So
Then
generally installation,
how can I able to practice then?
no need to worry. How much RAM you are having?
Um, just I don't exactly remember. Just I need to see the properties.
Okay, yeah, please go ahead and check it out. Yes, Snigdha, for you, how much RAM and what is the operating system you are
4
having?
GB. Mine is 4 GB.
Okay.
And processor is the Pentium or dual core CPU. Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's a laptop, old laptop, I hope, right?
Yeah, it's a laptop. It's been like 4 to 5
Okay,
years
4
ago.
GB RAM. Okay, so is it possible to expand at least to 2 GB more? Can you make it to 6 GB?
Yeah, I can just you know order something and just
Sure.
I can.
However, even you can work with 4 GB RAM, but it will be very low. Or else what you can do is you can try installing, but I'm not sure whether it is possible to install. But if it is Windows 7, any non-home versions, okay, any non-home versions, we can install it, or any server versions like 2003 server, 8 server, any server, even that is fine.
Mine
So
is like Windows 7 Home Premium. It is a service pack one, like so.
Okay. So it should be not Windows 8, okay. Even on Windows 8, we cannot install, okay, because Windows 8 is having many limitations, okay.
Oh, mine is Windows 7 Home Premium.
Yeah. Home Premium means I think it can be possible. Okay, let us check it out. Anyways, not a problem.
Okay.
Yes, Snigdha, I didn't get any message from you.
No, it's 8 GB. Mine is a Windows 8 machine and 8
Okay.
GB.
Windows 8 and you are having a sufficient amount of RAM, right? 8 GB. So directly what you do is you can go with virtual machine. In virtual machine, everything is already pre-configured. Okay. All you need to do is you need to download and configure it. Configuration will take around 15 minutes. Okay, not more than 15 minutes. Okay.
Oh, suppose Rajesh, if I want to do that, so what can what I need to do?
So,
Like,
generally in the virtual machine, we'll be providing around 3 GB RAM. Okay. So if you are providing for the virtual machine 3 GB RAM, even your main operating system should have some RAM. Okay. As you are having only 4 GB RAM, what you need to do is you need to provide only 2 GB RAM for that. Okay. So
yeah, I can just increase the RAM, right? Like, it's not a
yes,
problem.
please
Like,
increase
I
it.
can
Okay.
just-
Because the recommended RAM for 11G installation is 4 GB RAM. Okay. So if you want to directly install, you need to have 4 GB RAM. Even though it is 4 GB RAM, already it is installed, right, in the virtual. Are you people aware of virtual machines?
maybe like
Yes.
it's a kind of a whole pack, right? Like it includes
Yes.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Already it is pre-installed. Okay.
It's a
So
pre-install like
directly.
one-on-one functionality. It's not one-on-one
Yes.
functionality, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So it is like entirely using a different system. So which means even you need to allocate some RAM for that. Okay. As you are having 4 GB RAM, which means you can allocate only 2 GB RAM for that virtual machine. Okay. So actually for OBI 11G installation only we need 4 GB RAM, and if you are allocating 2 GB RAM, it will be a little slow actually. Okay. So if you are providing 3 GB RAM, it's enough. Okay. And it's up to you. If you want to increase still further, it's up to you. Okay.
Suppose if I can increase the RAM, like can I able to work with Windows 7 Home Premium?
Yeah, you can work
Can I
with it.
get the virtual machine? Like, I mean.
Yes. Yeah, Lakshmi, we can go ahead, not an issue. Okay. Server, no need to worry. Okay. For some days, I will be providing server access. Okay. Which means you can directly access my system. But generally, whenever I'm having other sessions, you will be not able to connect. Okay.
Okay.
So which means that is not 24/7. Okay. So only every day you will be able to access around 2 or 3 hours only. Okay.
Because like, yeah, already my project is finished, so.
Okay. Are there any other things? So for this, I'll be providing entire Oracle material also. Okay. Entire Oracle. And even I'll be providing Oracle related queries, okay, which are nothing but SQL queries. So if you want to show me, so here you are able to see some Oracle queries. I hope already you might be aware of this. I'm not sure. So this is some Oracle. Okay, how to display all employees. Okay, you can practice all these SQL queries. Okay, so there are many materials available with me. Okay, so this is also a very bulk material. In this we are having SQL Server and also, sorry, not SQL Server, SQL and PLSQL. Okay, both are available in this. Okay, SQL and PLSQL. Okay, it's actually a institute's note. Okay, so I have directly scanned that entire copy and I'm forwarding to the student because I can't ship a hard copy, right? So due to that, I have scanned entire copy. Okay, so in this you will be even able to see uh, exceptions like triggers, exceptions. Okay, all those things are also available. Like in-depth PLSQL also is available there. Okay. Are there any other queries? Or there any other thing that which you people want to ask?
So you will be providing the mock interviews and you know the everything. So how it is?
So mock interviews means even I'm having some mock interview questions. So, but my interview questions are not related to the real-time interview. So how my mock interview means? My mock interview will be entirely understanding the tool, means whether you are able to practice everything. Okay, so here you are able to see some mock interview questions, but these are not interview questions which which can be or cannot be asked in interviews. Okay, so these questions are related to the tool, means whether you have practiced everything or not. Okay,
So
for
that
that.
is okay, Rajesh. But for real time, usually, you know, we will get some kind of questions like what will be the URL to publish on the website, like how you publish it, that, you know, that kind of questions usually we will be getting, right?
Yeah.
Like, so can you able to provide any kind of like a deployment questions, like how we will deploy the URLs and how we will interact with the users for the user things,
Yes.
and all that kind of stuff you are going to
So
provide, or how it is?
even interview questions also I'll be providing. Okay.
Means not exactly I'm asking about the interview questions,
So
like
means how we
real
are
time
going to
scenarios.
provide these
I'm talking about
reports.
the real time scenarios, like to
Okay.
publish the
How
web
you are going?
URL, to deploy that kind of URLs and all that kind of stuff I'm
We are
asking about.
okay. You mean we have created a work and how we are going to deploy it, right?
Yeah, because like you know, sometimes the users will be asking, because in my last project actually I was working as an Informatica developer, but at that point of time the report developer, he didn't come for a couple of days, so they asked me to develop a report. It was like around 87 columns. It was they want to deploy me in Cognos reporting, that 87 columns just they want to see in a single report.
Okay. So
So
how you are going to get that into the reporting? So like that, right? So you want to see how to create the reports and how to provide that to the users.
yes, because
Yeah,
like you
we
know,
have
at
that in
that
the
point
script.
of time they don't want to see either in Excel or anything, just they want to see in the report developer publisher.
Yeah,
So
we
that
are
is
going
the
to
thing.
even see that. Okay, so here you are able to see a catalog. Okay, so catalog is a location in OBI where all the reports will be saved. Okay, so here you are able to see one report. So this report, do you want to share it to other users or you do not want to share it? Okay, you can decide that. Okay,
Okay,
so we will discuss about that. Okay,
okay.
are there any other doubts or anything? So I hope everything is fine.
Okay, okay.
So shall I end the meeting or are there any other doubts or anything? Please ask me.
So web publisher is there, right? Like in that web publisher, what kind of work we will be, how
Web
we
publisher?
can, yeah.
You mean BA publisher or web publisher?
What? BA publisher,
You are
sorry,
saying
sorry, BA publisher, yeah.
BA publisher also is reporting only. Okay. So that is pixel formatted, means highly graphical. Okay. So here
In
if
this
you want to go with
analytics,
BA publisher,
how in this analytics part, like how can we create reports, Rajesh? Like you know, how can we create reports in this analytics? Like, is it a separate tool or a separate thing, or like how it is?
so here you are able to see a browser, right? This is nothing but the analytics. Okay.
Okay.
Here in the URL you are able to see analytics. Even it can be called as answers also. Okay. So
Okay.
here we are going to log in here with the credentials. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm logging in with the WebLogic user. So
Right.
I've signed in. So now let me think I want to create a report. Then I can click on new. What I am going to do, I'm going to create a report, right? Report is also called as analysis or request. Okay. So
Okay.
click on analysis, then select the subject area. From which subject area you are going to create the report, select the subject area. Then once you are selecting the subject area, whatever the tables available in that subject area, it will be displaying in the presentation subject area. Okay. You need to select the columns that which are required, then click on results. Okay. So I think
No,
I hope just
here
now we have done
actually
this.
I have one more question. Like here in the presentation layer is there, right? So who we need to develop the presentation layer, or somebody will develop and give us the presentation layer? That is my question.
As a OBA developer, we are going to develop all this work. Okay, whatever is available in this presentation layer, the same will be displayed here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Lakshmi. So here you are able to see channels, right? Okay. Or else let me, here you are able to see promotions. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm going to delete this now. Okay. So observe here how I am going to do that. I am in the RPD. I'm selecting the promotions. I'm deleting it.
Okay.
I've deleted that. So as I've done changes, let me save it. Okay, I've saved it. Okay, so now there is no promotions. Okay, there is no promotions table here. So
Okay.
now let me reload it, which means reloading is nothing but getting the updated metadata from the server.
Okay.
So now if you observe, there will be no promotions table. Okay, once it is refreshed. So now if
Okay.
you observe, are we having promotions?
No.
It's vanished, right? Which means whatever is available in the presentation layer, the same thing we can find in the subject area. Okay.
Okay.
So however, we'll discuss them. Okay, so these are all the topics which will be included in the course. Okay, these are basic questions. However, okay.
So we
So I
will
hope
just
you are
drag and
comfortable.
drop the columns. We will just drag and drop the columns. But only thing is, like, my point of question is like how we can develop the presentation layer. Is it in analysis part, like we are going to define the dimensions and facts, or like you know how it is. That's what, like so we will be doing some kind of modeling work also out there, or
Yes,
how it is?
we are going to do that. So here you are talking about only presentation layer, but even there are other two layers, right? BMM layer, physical layer.
So physical layer will be the final interacting layer which uses
No.
for the report, I guess.
The first layer is physical layer, then basic BMM layer, finally presentation layer. Okay.
Okay.
Whatever is available in the presentation layer, that will be visible in the reporting side. So here if you observe, I'm having a table with name facts. Even in BMM, I'm able to see a table with name facts, but am I able to see anything like facts here? No, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not having any facts, but facts is nothing but my sales table. Okay. So amount sold. Even I'm able to see amount sold here. But if you observe, the names are a little different. Here I'm able to see uppercase, here lowercase.
There.
And even there are some color formats here. Why the color scheme? Okay, we will discuss about them. So whereas total sales we are able to see.
Rajesh?
Total sales. Yeah. Yes, Snigdha, go ahead. Tell me.
How we will know that suppose we have changed some name like here sales table you have changed the name to facts.
Yeah,
Okay.
we will do that.
So
Okay, so
how?
we will do that in the session. No need to worry. Okay.
No,
So
no,
we will
I'm
discuss
not
why
changing,
we are going
asking
to
about changing the name. I'm asking that how we will know that this fact table is related. I mean, this is the same table, sales table. How we will know
here
that?
you are able to see, right? LTS.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
For every table, if you observe, there will be LTS. Okay.
What is that? LTS.
Yeah, we will discuss. Okay, what is meant by LTS? Okay, LTS means logical table source. Okay. So
Okay.
this is called as logical table. Okay. So for this logical table, what is the source? This one. Okay. So even you can rename it. Okay. If you are renaming, so how you can check it out? Okay, which table it is using in the physical layer. So for that, if you double click and go to the general, you are able to see orcl.sh.channels. ORCL is the database name, SH is the schema name, channels is the physical table name. Okay.
Okay.
So however, these are all basic questions. Okay, no need to worry. Okay. So initially, we will be working with the two tables. Okay. First, I am going to teach you on the Scott schema. Okay. So let me open the content so that even you people will be good. So here you are able to see basic RPD creation using Scott schema. Okay, Scott is nothing but you are having EMP and DPT tables. Okay, mostly if people are learning Oracle database, they will be already aware of Scott schema. Okay, so in the table, in that schema, we will be taking around two tables and we will develop the report using that two tables. Then even we'll be creating one more RPD using Excel. Okay, which is Microsoft Excel. We are going to take as source. Okay, after that we will discuss all the other independent topics, okay, like architecture, everything. After that, again we are going to create one more RPD, but this time RPD with more number of tables, okay, which is nothing but this 12th is nothing but RPD creation using SH schema, okay. And for you people, I will be providing some practice also, okay. So that will be on different schemas again, okay, supplier 2 and BA sample, okay. Okay, are there any other things? Snigdha and Lakshmi?
No, Rajesh, please go ahead.
Okay.
No, Rajesh,
Yeah,
you can go
Lakshmi,
ahead.
for you?
No, Rajesh.
Okay. So you can contact your organizers, okay, if there are any doubts or anything, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye everybody. Take care.